So apparently it went viral on TikTok a couple of years ago where someone posed the question of 100 men versus one silverback gorilla.
I didn't realize this was such an age-old debate.
Who would win? Yeah, it went viral again. You know how I mean, rhyme or reason
These things are cyclical.
viral. Yeah. It went viral again over the weekend. Everybody's been talking about it. Well, I know you guys spoke a little bit about it yesterday. What was the consensus of who would win ultimately? Because I got to tell you, I've heard a lot of people say, well, eventually the men.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know how they would.
I think it really depends on what the specific parameters are. Like, I think if you don't go in there and handle your business, you die and there's no walking away from it.
Then maybe the men win?
Yeah, but if it's just hey, it's the 100 of us in a fight against this big beast, and they see the first person's limbs or head ripped off, everyone's leaving. Everyone's walking away.
Yeah. How much?
So,
yeah, who would even
So who are the
that?
100 bros that are up for this and that actually have the stomach to be the second and third waves after the first couple bros get absolutely wrecked and killed, probably?
MMA guy? Right? UFC guy?
Yeah.
That guy. I'd start there.
Yeah.
Some of those dudes are badass. And they don't know any better. They're just like, sure, how much money you giving me? I'll do it.
Yeah, you throw in 100 mixed martial arts fighters, that's probably the right...
You think they're taking it down? But I guess my question about this is, how are they going to...
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
So part of what we were reading yesterday was like, an expert on primates about, okay, how do you actually bring the beast down? Assuming you don't have weapons, like their skulls are super thick, you can't just crush it.
Right.
Like their muscles are super strong. Like you think you can just asphyxiate it with like a headlock? Like that's probably not happening.
Are they
going
to dogpile it?
So do you have to like gouge the eyes or do you smother it? Like how does that work?
Can you strangle a gorilla?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know that you can. I don't know that a man's strong enough to strangle a gorilla. I mean, enough people, but then you also run into the conundrum of how many of the people on your side can actually fight the gorilla at once. I mean, could everyone just dogpile the thing and sit on it till it passes out? Like, I don't know. And again, then it's like the going in waves part. Who's in first? How do you decide who does that? Because no one wants to be the first guy to make contact with that gorilla.
Well, apparently the texters are already tossing Schultzy to the wolves here.
Yeah.
They want to toss 15 Schultzes at the gorilla, and then everybody else pile on after that. Poor Schultzy.
Are we using Schultzy as bait? That seems mean.
Yes, catching strays. Yeah, and to answer your question, so you earlier said that the Dirt and Sprague were talking about if you could clone one. I think they said if you could clone
all of the fan personalities, which 100 of us would do
Suke.
the best?
Clearly Suke.
Clearly Suke.
But who would be second?
And it sounded like, at least on the morning show, Ortner was the number 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think so too.
I mean, you need some size. You need some strength.
But does Ortner have enough killer instinct? Do you need to go somewhere else?
Well, who has killer?
I don't know.
Who has the killer instinct on the fan?
I don't know. I feel like
Danny.
Maybe
100 Dannies. He seems kind of crazy.
Does Sprague have that fire? I don't know.
But he's kind of. I mean, he's not that big.
No, he's not. But I think that courage is going to matter as much as size in this thing. Like you
got to keep at it.
Everyone has to be on board. This is if we don't all pull the rope in the same direction, we're getting destroyed.
Well, it sure as hell ain't me.
No.
Now, can I pay you to be a part of these?
No.
A part of this crew?
No chance.
How much? Oh, come on, you got a number.
Not if I'm the first guy. Like
I didn't say first. You're one of the 100.
Can I assure that I'm not first and that I'm actually, in fact, last?
Yeah, sure.
I'm the 100th guy in against the beast.
Yeah, You're a Clyde's
all other blood has been shed. 99 of my brothers have gone down before me, and I'm the last.
Well, you don't want that.
No, of course not.
I mean, you're a Sprint Tri-Clydesdale. You should be in that group. Come on.
Yeah, I don't want any part of that.
So I have So Forbes put together some key facts from experts.
That's good.
And here's what they are saying about what would happen. All right, so they said a gorilla would come to the fight boasting more physical strength, much stronger jaw muscles, thick skin, tough to penetrate. This is the president and CEO and chief scientific officer for the Diane Fossey Gorilla Fund, Tara Stoinski.
Yeah, yesterday we read some like a primate PhD candidate had some facts along these lines, I think.
Is this the same?
No, it's
I
not
don't
the
wanna
same.
repeat.
No, it's not the same person. It's definitely
Okay,
not the same
so
person.
she said even if the men win, they probably would not all walk away alive.
Oh, definitely not.
Adult male gorillas, known as silverbacks, can weigh more than 400 pounds, and she said they are estimated to be around 4 to 10 times as strong as humans. It's just an issue of sheer numbers, she said, adding that human capability to strategize, coordinate, and multitask would lend an advantage the gorilla may not be able to overcome if it were surrounded on all angles. But she said they are typically calm, and they're known as gentle giants, these silverbacks, but they are family-oriented, so they would fight to defend their family if cornered, stating that their size and strength is for a reason.
And I think we have to assume, just for the sake of this scenario, you're not coming up on a passive gorilla. You're coming up on a gorilla who's ready to fight tooth and nail to the end. It's not
what is the gorilla just going to
like,
lay
you
down?
know what? Actually, this looks like a headache. I'm out of here, guys.
They're just going to lay down and let you...
What's the point of the scenario if that's what's going
man.
on? No, we got a fighting, bloodthirsty gorilla.
Like Harambe's
Avenging
sister.
the death of Harambe? Probably.
Stacy Rosenbaum, an assistant professor of anthropology at the University of Michigan, where she teaches about primate behavior, told Forbes, an additional problem the gorilla may face is it would certainly get tired, and probably fairly quickly, because gorillas are not endurance athletes in the way humans are.
Yep.
She cited a viral simulation a user posted on X that demonstrated humans approaching the gorilla in waves of a few at a time, stating the gorilla could easily overpower a few humans at a time, which would give it a fighting chance, though it may get worn out.
Yeah. Ortner actually found this simulation on Twitter yesterday, and it was pretty entertaining to watch.
And they're coming at him in
waves, kind of. It's like there's just like a big group, and the gorilla's just putting down human after human, but there's just like 6. There's another half dozen coming every...
Well, why wouldn't you all go at once? Wouldn't that save
I think,
men's lives?
Probably, but how do you do that? Do you all just jump on at one time?
I think you jump him, yeah.
Yeah?
But then, but see, this is my question. Then what do you do? Let's say you jump him.
Right.
Only 7 of the guys actually have their hands on the thing.
Right. That's exactly right.
So then what do?
You have to find a way to either choke or break the neck. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Because those things are thick with 2 seats.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that the men win here. I'm really not.
One of the consensuses that I saw yesterday was that I guess it's not a consensus if it's only one, but that the endurance of the like human male and the numbers of the human male probably make them the likely victor, but it might take you losing 30 or 40 men before you got to the finish line.
Yeah. I mean, again, I would really like to know how you kill the gorilla.
Yeah.
I feel like this could be a draw with some men going down, but I don't know that you can... I don't know that a group of men without
their
weapons
hands,
can kill the gorilla. I don't know how they would do it. I guess maybe smother it. It's just so tired, you smother it, and it dies. I don't know. Somebody said, it was deal. 100 ROPS, but 80 just don't show up because they don't want to do it.
That's about right.
That sounds shockingly...
Not part of your 4-hour work week?
Shockingly accurate. Wait till the gorilla sleeps.
I don't think waiting it out is an option in this scenario. It's like, I'm just imagining everyone gets dropped in and it's go time. Someone says stomp its face when you pile on him.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
What's that going to do?
Well, realistically, I mean, you
piss him off?
You gonna try to crush his skull, maybe? I don't know.
Eyes and nuts. Yeah, but again, I don't think you're killing him.
Someone yesterday said we should do the German Shepherd attacking a little white dog trick and just do the finger probe.
Oh, there you go.
Get his attention that way.
Yeah, you could do that. He might do that to 100 men. Finger tactics. Well, I'm with this guy. Good thing I'm on Team Human and we invented weapons.
The only thing
Team
better
Gorilla
than mauling a small dog is getting fingered while you do it.
God. Sorry, Team Gorilla, but you should have developed an opposable thumb. What if we got loaded up on PCP beforehand, like the olden days when they used to fight in wars?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you
remember those little...
I mean, what if you gave a bunch of Portland street people a bunch of street drugs? You know, could they
and send them at the gorilla?
Sure. I mean, remember when Florida was going all bath salt and people were biting people's faces off and stuff? I mean, Just get some of that cooking, you know?
What if it were women? 100 women.
I think that would not go as well as 100 men.
Could they drive it crazy?
I was wondering how long it's going to take you to get there.
Well, who's the old NFL player who said nag the gorilla to death,
Yeah.
and they jumped down his throat?
I bet they did.
For that.
Yeah.
Gail, she ain't having that.
No. It's a good thing that I'm just here in a studio with you.
Hopefully Gail doesn't hear that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm coming around to the idea that maybe the gorilla could get tired and then you could suffocate it. I don't know how else you kill it.
Yeah, Ortner yesterday said, assuming that they rip a couple of your buddies limb from limb, you take one of those limbs and try to choke it with it. Like stuff an arm down his throat. See if that works.
Yeah, you could block his air. You know, that's actually not a bad...
Or just like smother it with a dead person. Just take
Just
one of your
pile
bros
dead
and just
people.
yeah.
He's so tired, you pile dead people on him and you
Just
suffocate.
can't breathe, yeah.
Well,
Someone says bite the gorilla in a key artery, like a femoral artery, and it bleeds out.
okay.
That's assuming that you can break the skin, though. They got some thick skin.
Exactly. That's what the expert said. Good luck doing that.
And instead, you're just the idiot trying to bite the gorilla to no avail.
Well, we're going to have to revisit this when Big Suke returns. You know, he's going to need to weigh in on this. I don't know if he's catching wind of this over there in Italy,
It's
but
probably what he and his buddies are talking about between who should take the papacy.